Good to be with you on this Wednesday morning. Let's continue to take a look at John's gospel and a word that Jesus has for the disciples right after the resurrection. So this is Resurrection Day, and he appears with the disciples in the room. They're all huddled together, and then Jesus appears in that room. And the text in John's gospel, John chapter 20, verses 19 and 20, and the word says, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and side. So now, why does John make that case, and why does John want us to know what's the importance about Jesus showing his hands and his side after he makes his appearance at the resurrection? Why does he need to show this? Of course, let's remember what is indicated by the hands and the side of Christ. The hands and the side of Christ demonstrate the wounds of the crucifixion. So the hands demonstrate the nail prints in his hands, and the side demonstrates the wound, which was the entry wound of the Roman spear while Jesus was on the cross. And those things then are demonstrative of Jesus' suffering and his death. He bears those scars, he bears those marks, because he is indeed the one who died on the cross. And when he died on the cross, he dies for the sin of man. He dies for your sins. He dies for my sins. He dies so that the price paid, the penalty for sin, is paid by Jesus. He dies so that we might be reconciled to God. There's no longer a division. There's no longer a separation between God and man. Jesus has bridged that gap by his death on the cross. And so he truly has purchased for us peace. Not just an absence of violence or an absence of anger or an absence of division, but it's true peace, a peace based on love and compassion, a peace that comes with grace and mercy. And this is a true peace, a full peace, an eternal peace, and it comes to us through Jesus. Jesus is able to make that declaration. And you say, well, why can he do that? Well, because he's made the purchase. He made the purchase for that, yes. And what are the receipts of that purchase? The receipts of the purchase are the wounds on his body. The receipts of the purchase are the nail marks in his hands and the spear and the wound in his side. The receipts of his purchase are the very marks that he bears on his body, because he went to the cross to purchase peace. And now he gives peace, he demonstrates peace, he declares peace, the true peace that comes from God. Jesus declares this at his resurrection. So he comes to bring true peace. And if you ask the question, why can Jesus do that? How is he able to do that? By what authority can he do that? Well, Jesus comes not only declaring peace, but he bears the very receipts that prove he's the one who owns it, and he's the one who can declare it.